This is the Ocarina of Time 3D walkthrough for Nimbuzz, brought to you by Noah Glazer of the Hidden Triforce and LegendZelda.net. When we last left off, we just got the Mirror Shield, so we're going to go ahead and equip that. It's the item of the Desert Colossus as Adult Link. So with that shield now collected, we can advance further into this dungeon. So we're going to retrace our steps back out of this room where the giant iron knuckle was, and go back a couple of rooms to where a puzzle was previously that we were unable to complete because we did not have this item. And that is right here. You can see there is light shining into the room. And what you do is you aim your shield with the R button and just aim it up at the sun icon, which will now unlock this door. And there is a small key, so with that we will exit and go back to the right. This door can now be unlocked because we have that key, so we'll go ahead and go through that. In here is what many people call the Wall of Death. I'm going to highly suggest that you take out these BMOs if possible. This area is hard because there's a lot of stuff that can knock you down and you have to make it up this really high wall. So first thing you want to do, if possible, is honestly just get out your claw shot and skip it. Most people don't think about that and they try and scale it on their own, but you don't need to do that. You can use the claw shot and just skip pretty much the entire thing. On the ground is this Triforce icon, so we're going to play Zelda's Lullaby as usual. Doing so will open up the gate right in front of us, so we will go into that room now. Find yourself in a room with a bunch of these lava slugs. So we're going to just go ahead and take them out. And as usual, they drop the magic power for us to use. Now there's a bunch of these fake doors in here. Smacking them will reveal that they are fake, as they will wiggle and try and fall on you. See that? Alright. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start by blowing up a couple of these. And that will make this eye icon appear. So shoot it. That'll make this other platform appear in the sky, so when we jump over, we can jump to the other platform, which will lower the fire barrier around this treasure chest. And of course, this is the boss key, as all treasure chests that look like that contain the boss key. So just exit back out of the room we just entered and go off to our right. Alright, we're going to go ahead and drop down here, block these bases from flying at you with your shield, and when we smack this switch, the door up top will open up for us. And as you can see through there, there's a mirror that we'll be getting later. Some lizardfolds will drop down, so just go ahead and take them out. I like how he won't turn around when he's targeting a guy. And we're going to blow up that hole in the wall, grab this mirror, and rotate it. The sunlight is beaming down on it, so we will rotate it twice so it beams down on this other mirror. Here will be another Lizzifold. 3 hits and he's a goner. Now what we want to do is grab this one again and rotate it back into the other room that we were just in earlier. It will shine through and we can go back in there and continue our work with these mirrors and the sunlight. So exit back out and watch out for these things, they'll come back. But now this thing is shining down on us. And we can aim it up at the sun icon that is there, and that will lower us down. And what we need to do now is just aim at the face on the statue. I remember in the original that was kind of hard just because of the pretty much the bad controls. But we'll target onto that with a hook shot and open the locked door with the boss key. And in here we find ourselves with the 2 witches. It says, ho ho, looks like someone is here, Koume. Hee hee, looks like Kotake. So weird names. When outrageous fellow he is to intrude so boldly into our temple, we should teach this outrageous fellow a lesson. O loyal minion, destroy this intruder on our behalf. And this Iron Knuckle gets up once again and gets himself a giant battle axe as usual. We are going to fight this guy same way as before. We don't have a whole lot of bombs, but we will go ahead and use what we do have. And that is it. That does not do anything, so we have to use our sword from here on out. It's pretty much going to make him miss us and stab. Every now and then he'll do that kind of double swing, so watch out. When he lunges into the ground and gets his axe stuck, just go ahead and do a lunging attack. My DS is moving from where I'm doing these lunging attacks. It's kind of getting pulled up off the table, so I'll straighten that for you. But defeating him is pretty easy, and armor will fall off and reveal a surprise for us. It is Nabooru the Gerudo. Says, oh, where am I? Well, it looks like she's back to normal, Koume. She's just a little girl, but she commands a lot of respect among the Gerudo. Maybe we should make her work for the Great Ganondorf for a little while longer. Then we should brainwash her again. And she tries to run away, but gets taken by the 2 witches' magic powers. And we will just continue into the door that is right behind the throne. And here we'll just climb up to the middle platform and trigger this cutscene. It says, look at that stupid kid. He came on his own to offer himself as a sacrifice to the great Ganondorf. 2 portals will appear, 1 red, 1 blue, to represent the 2 elements of fire and ice. With my flame, I will burn him to the bone. With my frost, I will freeze him to his soul. And these are the Sorcerer Sisters, Twinrova. So what you want to do is kind of keep an eye on both of them at the same time. They will be kind of flying around. They're going to try and throw their magic spells at you. So what you want to do is when they throw one of those at you, put out your shield and you will absorb it and reflect it back. You want to aim it at the witch of the opposite element. And that time I missed. And just kind of swing it. I've hit the ice one twice now. They kind of alternate, so target the one that wasn't targeted before most of the time, but it's not guaranteed. If you do not reflect it back, it will kind of land in the middle and burn you or freeze you. Alright, now I've hit the fire wand. That one I missed, so stay away from the middle until it cools down. And the fire one was nowhere around there to aim that at. Alright, so just keep on doing that. After hitting them a couple times, they say, okay, let's get serious now. And they form what they call the double Dynamite attack, and they form together into one Sorceress. She winks at you, and what you want to do now is absorb the same attack multiple times into your shield. So I have fire, so I don't want to absorb any ice. I want to keep absorbing fire. When you're getting close to releasing some attack, your shield will make noise. Now I will go ahead, and it is now fully charged, so I'm going to swing it at her. That will stun her, jump over to the platform, and just start slashing at her. This time I'm going to collect ice. One more, and I can send this attack back at her. Alright, and now we'll go back to the middle platform. This time we're going to use fire. Pretty much just take what they throw at you. Make sure you don't end up absorbing an ice after you get a fire. This time, they've been kind of going in order. They will not always do that. It's kind of random, but so far they can give me what I'm wanting. Another ice. Oh, that's unfortunate. If you fall down, then you miss your opportunity to attack them, so you gotta climb back up. I'm going to use fire this time then. Oh, see, they're mixing it up now. She threw ice at us, but we want fire. Some more ice. more ice. I guess I should have just taken that ice and I would have had another attack at her. Now some more fire. And she takes a good amount of damage, but as you can tell, this fight really isn't that hard. It's just she does take a good amount of sword damage to her. Avoid that. Just gonna. Here we go. One more fire is all we need. Now if you do absorb one of the wrong color or element, you will have to restart the 3 pattern. And that will be the end of Twinrova. They will fly kind of upward in a spiral pattern and break apart into your 2 pieces again, your 2 separate individuals. Shoot, what a fresh kid. This time we'll get serious, right, Kotake? They think they're ready to fight, but they actually got halos and they are dead. It's like, what is that above your head? I don't know, but you have one over your head too, Kotake. But I'm only 400 years old. And I'm just 380 years old. We're twins, don't you lie about your age. You must have gone senile. Who are you calling senile? Is that how you treat your sister? We're twins. How can you be older? How heartless you are. How can you be so ungrateful? You're heartless. You're ungrateful. Bickering back and forth. And then they float off into, I guess, heaven. I guess these sorceresses are going to heaven. But they say it will come back to haunt you. So cool. The heart piece is on one of these platforms that she was fighting on, so just go and grab that. And now we can go into the blue portal, which is on the one across from the heart container. Now we're in the Chamber of Sages for hopefully the last time. Nabooru appears, as she was another one of the sages. Says, kid, let me thank you. Look what the little kid has become in the past 7 years, a competent swordsman. By the way, I really messed up. I was brainwashed by those old witches and used by Gandalf to do his evil will. But isn't it funny, the person like me could turn out to be a sage of spirit, and I'm going to fight them as one of the 6 sages. I'm going to pay them back for what they did to me. Kid? No, Link, the hero of time. Instead of keeping the promise I made back then, I give you this medallion. Take it. And that is the last medallion that we need to collect. Thank God. If only I'd known he'd become such a handsome man. Should have kept the promise they made back then. There's Rova again. We haven't seen him since we first got there. It says Link the hero. Defying all of us, the 6 sages have been awakened. The time for final showdown, the king of evil has come. For that though, you should meet the one who is waiting for you. The one is waiting for you at the Temple of Time. And that will end this segment. The next segment we'll go to Temple of Time and see